Hi guys, it's Fana, and welcome to the Gremlin's Lair.
Welcome back.
If you haven't noticed that Grumble has gotten a little festive, I actually got my button gear and made them a little Christmassy outfit.
'Tis the season.
Yeah, well, happy holidays to everyone, because even though we celebrate Christmas, that doesn't mean that everyone out there does.
I have a friend who celebrates both Hanukkah and Christmas every year.
I know a lot of Jewish, like secular, non-practicing Jewish families that do that.
Yeah, I think like the mom's Jewish and then the father's whatever
Non-religious.
he is. Yeah, non-religious probably. So he's and it's funny too because they celebrate that even when he's had his bar mitzvah and everything like that. So he's, but yeah, no, Christmas is our holiday of choice, although not really much of a choice, but
I know someone who had a Hanukkah tree.
A Hanukkah tree? What is it? What do you put on a Hanukkah tree?
You decorate it in silver and blue and put like I think she literally put a menorah, or it might have been a Star of David, but I think she put a menorah on top of the tree.
That's awesome.
But, yeah, one of those non-practicing Jewish customs.
So we're yeah, it's a rough one, but hopefully you guys can still watch crappy Hallmark Christmas movies and I
do not wish that upon them.
I'm currently enjoying the first hot chocolate of the season, made with Nesquik, and I had a little cinnamon spice. If you get my drift with that one, you people over 21 might get my drift, but it's damn good.
Well, okay, so I'm looking at your marshmallows, and I personally...
They're a little big.
Right. That's what was my question. Is it mini marshmallows or is it big marshmallows? Because big marshmallows are more the aesthetic rather than freeze-dried crap of the mini ones.
Yeah.
But also, hot chocolate with milk or water?
Milk. It's not even well, that was the thing. So originally I had we have a couple K-cups for the hot chocolate. But then I realized, my mom's like, "Oh wait, well I think we have Nesquik." I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I could just microwave that with some milk and have, or if I had more time, I would put it on the stove or something even.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't do that because I didn't have enough time. But at least did that, and milk just makes it so much thicker and a lot better. I discovered that in college, and I never understood why I didn't try it before. Because I used to drink hot chocolate all the time, my freshman year of college. I would have the Swiss Miss whatever stuff, the packets, and I would put it in water all the time. But then I'm like, why don't I just put it in milk? It's like hot chocolate milk.
I love how you're trying to take credit for that. I'm pretty sure I'm the one who showed you.
No, because we didn't know each other freshman year. We didn't. If I did, I paid you no mind.
Okay, that's probably more accurate. That's how we. That's how we met. We started. Well, not how we met. We established our relationship more by hot chocolate dates.
Yeah.
But.
Yes.
Yeah. If people haven't figured out, this is our pseudo holiday spectacular special.
Even though it's coming out 10 days before.
And that's okay.
Christmas.
You and I can't celebrate Christmas till 10 days after.
No, we cannot. And my Christmas is going to be spent here, so nothing too festive yet. But you know what? In the spirit of it, and you know what? I've been holed up in here with work and everything else, and I haven't been outside lately. But today, took the dog out and got my first real breath of really cold winter air today. It was 30-something degrees today. So
was it?
Yeah. I know. This one has a story about today. But I'm taking it on the positive side.
No. Do you know? No. You want to hear how I experienced the first super cold day? Mm-hmm. My work's furnace ran out of fuel because someone messed up. Mm-hmm. So I spent 7 to 8 hours in a 45-degree library. I literally had this little.
Between the two of us is? I'm trying to make it all nice and festive. She's like,
It's so cold.
I had to suffer 45-degree weather inside a library.
It was.
Scrooge over here.
It was. You know, that's where the masks come in handy because it literally keeps your face warm.
Yeah, honestly, and you have like a heavier cloth one, not like one of the. So I probably
like the dual, not the disposable ones.
Right. Yeah.
But
the one-use ones suck, man. When I was working on set and I had to wear them all the time instead of like the one that like, you made me, I wanted to die. People who had to wear those every day have my, utmost respect.
Well, and also like I make masks for myself and my family, and I made Christmassy ones for us all, and I debuted the Christmas one today.
Oh, so you're going by the seasons now, so you're making a.
Yeah, I'm getting bored. Yeah, it has little gingerbread men on it. It's very cute. If it wasn't upstairs, I'd grab it and model it because it matches my hat.
Where'd you find the hat? Because you originally, when I told you earlier that I had plans to wear the hat, you were like, "Oh, I don't know if I have one."
I confiscated it from a small member of my family.
You hold him against the wall and just grab it off him or something?
Almost. He's like, only for tonight. I'm like, where are you going to go with this?
It's not like I don't see him wearing it around the house or anything like that. I mean, I haven't been there in a minute, but like,
he has worn it around the house.
Has he really?
Not this year, but he has in years past kind of wandered around with it on.
Jeez. Okay.
I honestly forget sometimes. He'll like put it on as a goof. This is my little brother, if anyone hasn't picked this up.
Yeah.
Like, he'll put it on and then forget about it. I'm pretty sure.
How do you forget about that? This shit gets
it's itchy because mine's like sparkly. So
yeah, this one's kind of itchy too. So like,
not fun. And I don't have bangs like you do. But
yeah, my hair is very overgrown at the moment. So I got a lot of bangs right now.
But Bobby, are you ready?
Yes.
We're gonna do a little.
I was gonna say, you want to explain what we're doing here?
Okay. So Bobby and I have this. I don't know if it's a game or something that I forced.
Let's call it a tradition. Let's call it a tradition.
A tradition
because it's become a tradition whenever we have our long car rides. Longer.
So whenever we're in the car together, I'll pull up a list of like 50 things to ask your significant other, but like good questions of like just like.
It's just funny how it seems like those conversations never get stale, even though you basically know everything about me at this point.
Well, that's why it's harder and harder to find more and more obscure ones the longer we're together. Because, like, I found one list that was like, if you could change the color of one thing in the world, what would it be? Mm-hmm. And, like, it was like the color of grass. Like, what would you change it if it wasn't green? Like, just obscure questions because I find it, like, it's fun. It makes you think. It doesn't keep, because like the car doesn't get stale. And so I was like, let's do a Christmas themed version of this. And like, we're both going to answer, but I have the questions and Bobby hasn't seen them.
Yeah, I'm going to blind. And also we play the game in the car because she hates my music. So it,
I can tolerate it for a short bit.
I show you a few hits. A couple ones do hit with you at times.
Yes.
So I'm happy with that. Yes. It's mainly the pop punk stuff that I play, but it's funny when one actually hits. I'm like, it's like a small little victory. And I'm slowly converting you into my emo self.
But do you want to guess the name of this article?
I would probably guess the author or the publication before I would actually guess the.
You're not going to, but go for it.
I was gonna say it's got to be most of these lists are either coming from like BuzzFeed or any of that. No,
it's called Thought Catalog.
Thought Catalog is the same place you get these questions. The car question, is this the same place you get?
No, I'll just like Google like stupid questions to ask your SO or
so Thought Catalog.
Like Thought Catalog and 50 intimate questions to ask your forever person this Christmas.
I can't tell if that's supposed to be like a compliment or not.
Well, for one, it's like reading these, like when you say intimate questions, like it's very much PG. Like I haven't even looked at them all, and like from what I'm scrolling, there is literally like nothing.
I was gonna say I don't hope. I guess what I was hoping for is that hopefully it's not some 50 sexual questions in the
50 Shades
role-playing sector.
Santa baby.
Yeah.
But I like that they used forever person. Like I like corny, like significant other. Like I like forever
As the
person. I
corny
think
one.
that's cute. Yeah.
Huh.
Are you ready? I'm not gonna go through all 50 of them
All
for
right, hold
sure.
on. Let me indulge.
I'll wait.
We're good.
Um,
We are good.
we'll start easy. Who is your favorite person to buy presents for?
Oh, okay. I hate this. I hate this question because, and Fana knows this. Go ahead. What? You have something to add?
I can change it to who's the easiest person if that's better for you.
Well, so I'll answer the question. I mean,
Okay.
so
I'll answer.
well, I mean, so here's the thing, and I'll be dead honest about this. This is honestly like one of the first Christmases where I'm actually in a position where I could actually buy more people gifts than what I normally do. Um, so it's hard for me to answer the question, but it's got to be you just by default because I have to get creative with it anyway because I am, and Fana knows this. I am so self conscious with anything that I give her ever, like any gift for like so. We have Christmas coming up, and then we have our anniversary the following month, right? And we're gonna be celebrating 3
Yeah.
years. So
Yeah.
you know,
3 weeks apart. Yeah.
yeah. So I buy gifts for her for those celebrations, but
Sometimes.
every single time I've been late because I kept doubting myself too much to the point where I just got late in ordering things because I was too hesitant to pull the trigger. And there's a couple of reasons. One, the main thing is that I'm afraid of, especially when it comes to your poutine addiction. If I get you something poutine related,
I can stop anytime.
no, I am afraid that you already have it.
We have a Google Doc of all my
We do.
poutines.
We do. So and it's just like I don't know. I second guess myself too much, but I'm very proud of myself this year.
Oh, it's terrifying because I like the fact that like it's like a month before Christmas and he was like, I got you the best thing in the world. I'm like, now I'm terrified because he has never in the 3 years that we've been dating been one on time and two anywhere near this
More than
confident
on
enough that
time. I got it
he's
before you even.
announcing to me.
I got it before you even ordered the stuff that you're getting from me. So
Well, you don't know
I'm
that.
winning by default.
Just because I don't tell you doesn't mean I haven't done it.
No, but you told me
But
when you ordered one. It was a few days after.
um,
But to
well,
answer the question, it's you because I feel like it forces me to be creative because I feel like I have to just keep impressing you over and over again because
yeah,
she's not
I'm
materialistic. I don't want to paint that picture, but
no,
I just
which makes it harder for you.
well, that's the thing. It makes it harder because it's not like I can just buy you a piece of jewelry and call it a day because you wear the same kind of 3 or 4 pieces of jewelry every day. So it's just like, all right, I have to get a little creative and get her something a little more meaningful. So it makes it just a tad bit more difficult. But
Not saying that jewelry isn't meaningful for other people, just
yeah,
for us.
yeah.
I'm gonna cop out and say who's the easiest person to buy for, which is my friend Lynette, because she's one of those people where I will be in any kind of store and I will always see something and be like, that's it. So I'll hoard little things. I'll buy them throughout the year for her and just hoard them away.
Shout out Lynette, miss her.
Yes, she is a goddess
Yeah.
and the love of my life. Um,
She's gonna cheat on me one day.
have you ever gotten stuck working on Christmas? No, for me.
No. No, somehow I've managed to. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. So my only like real job that wasn't in my industry with the film industry was at Chick-fil-A, and they're usually closed on those holidays. So, like, by default, for most of you probably know that Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays always because the owner is a very religious man and believes in closing on Sundays and making that a day of observation. But then Thanksgiving, we would either have limited hours or we would be just closed altogether. But I've never been actually stuck on Christmas or even Christmas Eve for that matter. Working. Yeah, no, I've never been stuck. What will be annoying is that right around this time, like the week of like the Sunday before, we would have to go in for like the annual meeting, like on like an off day, just to hey, we've done this sales, and these are things we got to improve on, and and we're doing this while everybody's trying to put up like decorations for Christmas in the store. It was all sorts of weird, but
That was a very
yeah.
long-winded no.
I want to listen. Do you want me to
There's
be?
50 intimate Christmas questions.
Are you trying to get through all 50?
No.
Because see, this wasn't discussed in the pre-meeting here. I can just give you one-word answers.
Which ornament has the most significance to you?
Well, that has changed recently because we actually just received. I don't even think I told you about this.
Ooh. Hot off the presses for the podcast.
So, around this time last year, I lost my grandmother, unfortunately. We actually received an ornament from the funeral home this year with her name on it, and her birth and death date, and it was something we weren't expecting, but all of us in the family got one like by like a surprise from the funeral home this year. So we have that hanging on our tree for the first time this year, and it's a very shiny silver snowflake with her name on it that sits dead center of the tree. So it looks really nice and really twinkles.
It's really sweet.
So it was really nice of them to do that. So it definitely brought up emotions as everybody was kind of decorating this year. It's a whole family event when we decorate. Like I have a box of my own ornaments and the girls do, and then we all hung that one up and made sure it was in like a prime location. So it's definitely the more powerful one on the tree this year for sure.
Yeah. My family has always been that each of me and my siblings get an ornament every year for Christmas.
Right.
In the thought that when I move out officially, I will take my ornaments with me. Now, I love that thought, but then also it's like funny to see my taste change over the years.
Yeah.
But honestly, the ornament that has the most significance to me is the one that pops in my head the most, which isn't even mine. Was my grandmother's, and it was this little red wooden heart locket that would fold open, and it had like a little scenery set inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no idea where that ornament went. It was on my grandmother's tree. I think my aunt ended up taking it when my grandmother passed.
Right.
But yeah, that's probably the most significant. But I want to take this opportunity to talk about the worst ornament known to mankind. There is this Tinkerbell ornament, because I had a serious Tinkerbell obsession when I was little. And Tinkerbell and her, Tinkerbell and her stereotypical like ding pose.
Yes.
So
ding pose.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, though.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yes, I would call it her signature move, not her pose.
So there's an ornament that I have where it's Tinkerbell, and then there's this giant spiky sparkle. This ornament, every curse word year, every single one of my family members cannot get this mother trucker back into her little Hallmark box. It's a sparkle. It's the same on all sides. It always takes everyone at least a half hour to get this stupid thing back in.
Why do you even bother putting it in the box? Just wrap it.
Because at this point, it makes us all so angry that it's so difficult to put back into. So
grab some bubble wrap and wrap it, you weirdos.
No, we're admitting defeat. We're not admitting defeat.
So you're just cursed to keep trying to put the ornament in the box.
So this year, we've had this ornament for like 20 years. I unwrap her to put her on the tree, and I see that my dad has labeled on the little plastic like shielding packaging, like head, butt, spark, like wings. He has labeled both the top and the bottom of where each thing is, and I guarantee you, we still find a way to mess.
I was gonna say, so he cheated. So he's now labeling where each thing goes. So
yes, but
wow, way to ruin
that has the most hatred in my heart. And the thing is, it's an adorable ornament. I love it. It's not one of those that like, oh whoops, it can go like disappear like some of the ornaments that I have. Like, I love this ornament. It holds a place in my heart.
I'll quickly add.
Deep down.
Since you mentioned worst ornament, I'll mention something that I do that drives my mother absolutely crazy every time we decorate the tree.
Oh, tell
So,
me.
if you know anything about me and my family, we're at least my mom. She's very sentimental. Okay, like
Mm-hmm.
possessions that have lasted a long time, and ornaments are top tier on that, right? Like she has ornaments when she was little. We have a lot of ornaments on our tree. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and that's great. Here's the thing. So, like I said, it's a family event. The way we do it is like, okay, I have my box with all my ornaments, and Haley, my one sister has ones with hers. My other sister Peyton has her own, and then my mom's kind of got like hers plus the neutral ones, and my dad just kind of sits there and watches whatever Christmas movie we're watching at the time, because he wants no part of the chaos that is ensuing, and it's partially my fault. So, I we try. So my mom makes a point every time, like, put the bigger ones on the bottom, put the bigger ones on the bottom, spread yourselves out every year. Guess what I do every single year? The exact opposite of the two. Yeah.
I assume
She'll get mad. She will literally get mad at me because I just kind of get into like robot mode, and I just start putting stuff like on branches that I can just find. But it just so happens that there's just a central location. So
it just so happens.
So you literally, if you walk up to the tree and you know anything about what ornaments I have, you will see that I am taking up like one whole big part of the tree just with just my ornaments.
No.
Like, and my mother cannot stand it. She's like, why do you keep every year we keep having the same conversation, yet you keep coming back and doing the exact same thing? I'm like, I'm sorry, I just kind of do it. So I don't have a worst ornament, but I definitely have a bad way of decorating the tree apparently.
Well, okay, so my family has a lot of like character ornaments, like trademarked ornaments.
Yep.
And the flying ornaments have to go at the top of the tree. Like, we have a Dumbo ornament. The stupid Tinkerbell goes at the top of the tree. We have a couple of angels.
Right.
Like, flying ornaments go at the top of the tree. Always. And it's kind of an unspoken rule in my household. But, yeah.
The flying ones have to go. That's awesome.
Yeah, because they're flying.
Okay. Oh, here's the question. What do you have on top of the tree?
Okay. Are you asking this purposely because you want me to tell?
Yes.
Okay. So.
But also because I kind of sort of forget.
It is a Mary and Joseph holding baby
That's
Jesus.
Right. That's right.
And it's very.
Why didn't I guess that?
Unique. Like, I like the sentiment of it a lot. I like the idea of it. I'm kind of tired of it a little bit, but also it's like not my tree, it's my parents' tree that I just have all of my ornaments on. Yep. But like it's a really, really unique tree topper. I've never seen anything else like it. Don't you have an angel?
No, we have a star.
Okay.
We have a star, and we've had multiple iterations. Like, one lasted a long time. But I think we have another one now. But no, my so we go to my aunt and uncle's in Pennsylvania for Christmas Eve. Not this year, of course, but big family get together is like Christmas Eve. That's like the big Christmas for us, right? They have put everything from like a Mary and Joseph to an Eagles like bucket, like beer bucket, like so because they are diehard, Eagles fans and just Philly fans. So interesting what tops their tree a lot of the time. But no, we just have a star.
Okay, I know this is a real fight.
Oh boy.
Team real tree or team fake tree?
Okay, so we have been fake tree forever. Like, so not having to make that decision makes this answer easy for me. But at the same time, when I think about it, it's like, do you really want to go through the work of going out and getting a tree every year? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think our tree still looks pretty, even if
yeah. Like, I'm team fake tree, one, because again, my family has always had a fake one.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I can appreciate the hunt for the real tree. Like, my family's best friends own a Christmas tree farm. Like, I can't say like I hate real trees.
Right.
But I feel like my allergies, I would die.
That's a good point. Yeah. I mean, I have seasonal allergies. I didn't even think about that. That might actually kill me.
Yeah.
So
I think, like, I know how much trouble I have just, like, with all the seasoned cinnamon pine cone crap. Like, I am, like, oh, like, but yeah.
But you gotta understand, like, so for the fake tree, it's not even like we put a few ornaments to call it a day. Like, my mother is Mother Christmas reincarnated. Like, she goes all out, beads, all around the tree, and all the ornaments that we have, and we have a train set up. We have a working train that goes around the Christmas tree and everything like that. Like, there is nothing lost on that tree every year. So, real or not, that tree is looking pretty, and my mom, has done a good job of keeping it that way for as long as I can remember. Hallmark Channel hasn't left our TV in the downstairs living room since December 1st, or not even December 1st. It was before Thanksgiving.
Long before.
It was before Thanksgiving.
I was at your house before November 1st, and Hallmark was on.
Yeah. So they were doing it a little early just because of trying to get some cheer while the COVID's happening. But my mother just never turns off the Hallmark Channel and has probably seen every single Christmas movie they have in their archives 50 times over.
Yep.
So. It's very Christmassy in the house.
All right, we are about to talk about Santa, so warning, I guess. 3, 2, 1. When did you find out the truth about Santa?
So I was never exclusively told. What ended up happening was I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think of the date. It had to be 12 or 13, I think.
Oh, wow. So you were older.
Yeah, I think like 12, maybe. I want to say 12. So I'll say 12. So I forget what originally brought up the conversation with my mother, but I remember it actually wasn't even about Santa. It was about the Tooth Fairy. So
that's okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So what happened was, I like I said, I forget what happened, but there was you could tell it was kind of like a mutual thing that it was. I was just like, Tooth Fairy's not real, right? And she goes, yeah, no, they're not. So then I'm like, okay, cool. And then I remember I paused for a second. I was like, Santa Claus too, right? And you could see my mom. It looked like I shot her.
Light drain out of her eye.
She was like, you could tell like she knew she like had to do it right then, but she didn't want to. Like, she was like, oh. He was like, oh, no, yeah, no, he's not real either. I'm like, okay, I thought so. All good. So that was how I found out, and I think I was 12.
I think I was like 9 or 10. I know that they told my older brother and I at the same time, and it was a fiasco.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was bad. It was, I think I myself was so upset because it was like, it turned into, you lied? Like, if he's not real, then Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy, all them. Right. And then I distinctly remember, you said you would never lie to us.
Oh, I know.
That was a lie too. Yeah, it was bad. So my little brother, who has a 10-year age difference, was very much raised on the Santa Claus. Saint Nick was a real person, and the spirit of Christmas. Because also my parents very much want to instill of like, Christmas is ultimately a Christian holiday.
Yeah.
Or a Christian celebration. Mm-hmm. So like, that's like, Jesus is the reason for the season type thing. So it's like,
keep Christ in Christmas.
Right. Yeah, no. So
big banner on the church on the street.
Well, I still sign things from Santa. Like, I just love the idea of it. And if a family comes in and is like, Santa, like, oh, like Santa, and I'm like, yeah, Santa, yes, Santa.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you got to play it out for the kids, so you have to deal with
right.
it.
Right, and it's more fun. Like, when I see a Santa at like a mall that has like a real beard, I'm like,
oh yeah,
Santa. It's like a real Santa.
Oh yeah.
Like, I love it, and so I think I don't know if this is the time to discuss, but our future children, like, I don't know if I want to raise them, like, on Santa is real, because I know how hurt I was when I found out.
So, this is where I have to tell you now. So a running joke, even since I was little, was, we would ask my dad something along the lines of, like, I don't know, like, oh, was Santa here kind of question? And he'd be like, yeah, and I beat him up. Like, he has forever just said, like, yeah, he broke into my house. So I beat him up, took his presents, and kicked him out.
No.
And you should see, so my littlest sister is 10, and she's, like, on that verge of...
She still believes, right?
She does, but you can tell she's
The
starting.
cogs are turning.
Yeah, she's
Mm-hmm.
starting to put two and two together. So I mean, she still loves Christmas. Like, she's still, she keeps telling me every single day how many more days till Christmas. So,
Oh, okay.
so she still believes, but it's definitely like we've had a couple instances where you can kind of tell that she's thinking about it. She's a smart kid, so she's really, turning the cogs and kind of putting two together on it. But my dad still makes that joke about tackling Santa Claus every year, and I think it's the funniest thing ever, just because that's just my humor. But she takes it as an extreme offense, and she's like, "Why are you tackling Santa? He's here to bring me gifts." Like, she finds such offense in it. Yet me and Haley are cracking up at it because he's had that joke forever. It's really dumb, and I'm not explaining it well. It's one of those things where like
No,
him
I
telling
get
the
no.
story
Yeah, yeah.
is so much better than I could ever do it.
Well, and meanwhile, we have like my dad in the other corner who, like, when the Easter Bunny would come, he literally would set a trap for the Easter Bunny, meaning he put a pan of flour under the windowsill and take
Oh
two
yeah,
sponges and put bunny tracks all around the house. My mom hated him. Like, he would put
oh
it
I'm
on the
sure.
walls, on the furniture, just like, and he would put it like up the window so you could see him like unlatch the window. It was extreme,
We do
but
reindeer tracks out in the
I
front
think
yard.
Dad did that one year too. That's a little bit harder to do. Plus, we don't have that many white Christmases around here.
We haven't had a
Our
white Christmas
white,
in a very long
yeah,
time.
our snow comes around like February, March around here.
Yeah, here in the lovely Northeast.
Hmm.
Gotta love it. I mean, yeah, but like we'll still put them in the dirt and we'll leave carrots out for the reindeer
Yeah,
and this kind of
yeah.
thing. So we do that stuff all the time. And cookies and milk,
Oh,
obviously, for Santa.
and I still bound down the stairs like Santa's here, Santa came.
No,
But
no, my little sister has to come and like jump on top of me and wake me up on
mhm.
Christmas morning. I want no part of it. Like every morning, and I'm not a morning person. I'm sure that's obvious to most of you. Anyway, I got up this morning. Shut up.
Do you usually buy your pets presents?
Yeah. Well, so
Like a
like I said,
bone, you
I
know?
don't, but like, yeah, we have a dog, and my mother will get him a really, really big bone or something of that nature. Even like other members of my family will buy my dog things before. Like usually they just include it in like the family gifts. Like they'll get him a
Hmm.
big bone or some sort of toy that he'll rip apart in a few months, kind of thing. So yeah, no, he's included in all that. And now my aunt got a new dog like a little less than a year ago, so she'll probably get some for Christmas because she's spoiled rotten, and my grandfather's
Hmm.
dog. So yeah, they'll all get their toys. Don't worry, they'll all get their toys.
Okay, here's a little bit more of a discussion question.
Uh
When we get our own place, will we decorate it with lights? I'm going to add to this. Leave it bare, decorate it with lights, or all the blow up type stuff. And
My
I want to talk a little bit because my family has a word for all the people with all the blow ups, and that's delightfully tacky. We're not saying it's bad. We're not saying it's wrong. It's
we say
just
that with
delightfully
5 blow up
tacky.
things in our front yard right now. So
That's five too many.
please say it. Please
And
say it to my mother's face. I dare you.
I will, just like when I tear down
Uh,
her Hallmark channel.
you're
But
you're awful.
my family is very much the garland with the white lights. Like, we have like these rustic looking like stars. Like, I think Dad even put a spotlight out. He's actually talking about making one of those silhouette nativities.
Those are cool.
But
So I'll say this.
so what are we doing?
I am not a handy person at all. Okay.
So it's what I do.
Well, look, I will learn as needed. And I appreciate I go through the same like 2 stages with this, right? Like, so like the first stage is like I don't know what I'm doing, and I'll hang some lights or put up some of the blow up things, although it seems like I'm never going to be able to do that even if I wanted to. Hang some wreaths around the house, whatever, right? Like I'll do that, but there's another part of me that sees like there's a house nearby that does like the full stuff, like lights syncing to music, and they have everything. You can walk through their yard, like they let you walk through their yard for some tips, let you see their whole Christmas stuff. Like there's some artistry in that, and part of me is like that'd be cool to do, but screw all the effort that has to go into something like that.
Electricity bill.
Yeah, I mean that's
The
usually what happens
electricity
is like they
bill.
either sell tickets to it directly just to walk through, or they'll try to push like, hey, look, our electricity bill is high because of this. So consider tipping us a bit if you enjoyed it, kind of thing. So yeah.
For the first couple of years, we won't even have a lawn. We're gonna have at most a balcony that we can like wrap lights around.
Yeah, and I'll wrap lights around. It'll take me 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Wrap them
take
around,
me too.
find the outlet. Ooh, whatever. But I mean, I can't say right now that I'm totally game, but I mean, I don't want to be bare. I want to find like this kind of sweet spot where I don't
No,
have
no,
to
no,
go
no.
stir crazy, but I'm fine with lights. I'm fine with the wreaths getting put up, and what's this? What do you call it when there's stuff like wrapped around like the pillars of a house? What's the term for that? Like the wreath style stuff, like it's just like part of
Garland.
Garland. Thank you. No, that's what it is. Like that's cool. I don't mind that. It's not as much of a hassle, but
I think it's bold of you to assume we're gonna have a house with pillars. I like that like aspiration.
Listen, dream rich, be rich. Okay.
Okay. Do you prefer giving or getting gifts? I like getting gifts. I think most people probably do, but I love watching people open presents that I got them. I love it.
So again, excuse me, I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to getting gifts for people because I think they're actually gonna hate it. So the leading up, I hate the giving process. But literally, I don't think I've ever had somebody open a present and be like, "That's not what I wanted" or anything like that. Like, I don't think that's actually.
Well, that's rude. That's awful if they do. But
or like there was no facial cues, no nothing that I could see that there was like an issue because like even if you like oh thank you so much, like everybody's done that. Everybody's done it. It's something they didn't exactly get what they want, or they just got a bunch of clothes. Like you started hating that when you were younger, type of thing. Like everybody's done that, and usually you could pick up on like a fish good like. Yeah, they probably didn't like it that much, but that's never happened. It's like I hate the giving process until like they actually get it, and then I enjoy giving a lot more. I don't even I barely ask for stuff for Christmas anymore. Like I'm usually just like, look, give me an Amazon gift card, I'll figure it out. Like I just, one things I need are way too expensive to even remotely ask for. Or so what usually just is better for me is like, okay, I got like a $25 Amazon gift card. Oh, I need like a $10 part at some point way down the line. Oh, perfect. Christmas paid for that. Like that's just that because that's usually what I just spend my money on anyway. So I don't know.
Yeah, as like cynical as it is, but like at the stage that we're at, money is it like I think my brother like put money towards my newest tattoo last Christmas. Like I think like I have loans, and like I find that where at least for me, when my mom's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, I don't need anything.
Yeah, I'm good right now.
Right, like I was like, I like this little like Rapunzel pop figure, and she's like, okay, like I need more things for you to unwrap. I'm like, I like that water bottle, like.
No, that happens here too because like I'll keep asking for like Amazon gift cards or whatever every year, and be like, can you please give me something else? I'm so sick and tired of buying you like Amazon gift cards, which is nice.
They want something for you to unwrap.
Yeah, I know. So I'll come up with something. At one point, I literally asked when I was in college for one of like the Brita water thing because I'm like, you know what? That's practical. We need one because I'm tired of drinking sink water and tap water. But so like that was like the last like real practical thing I actually specifically asked for at one point in time. I haven't really asked for too much else.
Well, my mom, I think it honestly upsets her because she's like, she'll come to me and she's like, you know everything that you're getting for Christmas. And I'm like, and that's okay. Like, you've been asking me for like 3 months, like what I want, and I see I'm getting so many little like $10 things that I don't remember.
Right.
I don't remember. Like I picked them out, but I'm not gonna know.
You mentioned that you like them, and then it kind of goes in the back of your mind, like So, I mean, I would, love to look into, way down the line once I'm a lot more stable in my life, stuff for like the Salvation Army or like other charitable stuff like that. Like I've always loved like the clothes drops type stuff. Like, but if there's anything else I can help contribute with that, that's something I would like to look into at some point. I'm just not in a position to do it right now.
I know you didn't grow up in the church, but so I don't know if you would be familiar with this. Do you know what angel trays are?
Yes, when I was going to church, we had one. Isn't it basically just the idea that like you're leaving a gift and some kid is just going to get that gift at some point in time, like a kid out of the church?
Well, no,
'Cause we
it's
had
more
something
like
like that.
similar. Like some people do it for people who have incarcerated parents. A lot of times,
Okay.
the angel that you get off the tree will have a gift. Like, I want a like holiday Barbie. Like, so you get a Barbie, or like, I am a 12-year-old size 10 boy who needs pajamas, and you buy pajamas. Like, so
Okay.
the Christmas trees that I have seen have always been in need families and have a like general but specific, like I like My Little Ponies
Sure.
type thing. So I would love, like, I think my family always, like, my parents always had, like, me and my older brother pick one because my little brother wasn't around at the time. And I would love to be able to, like, just grab a couple of angels off a tree and, like, buy for them.
Yeah, no, I'd be down for that type of thing. You know, anything I can do, honestly.
Okay, what's your favorite flavor of candy cane? I like traditional mint, or if it has, like, the chocolate center.
Can't stand candy canes.
Oh, somebody in this household does not like mint and chocolate. I
I'm telling
adore
you.
mint and chocolate.
Listen, well, we had this whole
Peppermint hot chocolate. Mwah. Yes.
You guys are crazy. I'm telling you, you people who like mint chocolate are absolutely lying to yourselves. You cannot tell me otherwise.
Tis the season
Just
that you're wrong.
Ho 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 and a pip pip diddly do.
Okay. Do you open your presents on Christmas or Christmas Eve?
Both, because like I said, so
different sides of the family.
Well, so we usually have like 3 Christmas celebrations technically. I have usually it's before Christmas Eve. I see like my dad's side of the family, like a lot of my cousins, my other set of grandparents, and other aunts and uncles, and get their gifts, do their gifts there and down the shore where my grandparents live, and then Christmas Eve is, like I said, the bigger, more extended version on my mom's side. So I'll get gifts from them, and then my more immediate family happens on Christmas. So that's how we usually do it, and that is usually Christmas. We have Christmas morning, and then like my intimate, like my aunts and uncles will come over, the ones who are like right nearby. Will open their presents at night. So yeah, so we have like doing it.
Things have changed in the past like 5-6 years. But we used to, my dad's side of the family would all do it like either the weekend before or the weekend after. We would celebrate with that side of the family. And then we've started a tradition where we'll open one stocking stuffer Christmas Eve, which I guess just for practice. And then Christmas Day is my mom's side of the family, and occasionally my dad's siblings that are closer might pop over.
Yeah.
But primary nowadays it's Christmas Day, especially since my dad's side of the family has a policy of all of my cousins are older than me, or everyone but one that's my age. So, and there's quite a few of us. So the policy is once you've graduated college and have a steady job, you're cut off from the rest of the family. So like all of my cousins and like my older brother and I have hit that mark this year where we're not going to get anything from any of that side of the family.
Ouch.
Anthony's the only one left because Anthony's only 12 still. So Anthony's the only one who will get presents.
Okay.
But I mean, it gets hard. And like a lot of my cousins are in the late 20s, early 30s, so they're like, all the aunts and uncles don't have to give us anything anymore, you know?
Right. Yeah. I understand that.
Because
I don't know when the cutoff date is. Honestly, a lot of members of my family are very generous. So I don't think I'll ever have like a true cutoff. Honestly, they just like I said, they're the type of people who absolutely love just giving. So like they like seeing me still open something, even if it's something small.
Well, and a lot of and all my stuff, my people are all extended, so it's hard getting together and stuff.
Yeah.
But
most of my family's localized.
Right. So I completely lost my train of thought.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. It's okay. And I know a lot of large families do like White Elephant or Secret Santa type thing. So like they pick a name so you're only buying for one person
Right.
instead of like everyone has to buy for everyone, and that just gets really hard. But
Yeah.
each family's different. I think I know the answers to this. Do you suck at wrapping presents? You're a bag man. You shove it in a bag. But what he likes to do is give me presents so late that he doesn't even have time to wrap them, so he'll try to just pull it out of his bag.
I learned how to wrap. I just haven't had the opportunity.
Seen evidence of it.
Right, and you won't, because no.
Is my stuff this year getting wrapped?
No.
Because you've had time to practice?
No, of course not.
Please wrap my present.
We'll see.
I'm staring at yours right now, and they're wrapped. I even used the narwhal paper for you.
Honestly, I have given it zero thought about wrapping it or not. I figured it was going to be put in a nice bag, but no, I don't know.
A bag is still wrapping.
It's been a while since I've actually wrapped, but I know how to do it. It's one of those things that it's probably just it's like riding a bike where I just got to kind of redo it again. It is. I learned actually really young how to do it. They're so judging me. The no response is her judging me so hard that I don't wrap presents for her. Just be grateful.
I'm only mildly judging. Do you go to a Christmas Eve service or a midnight mass?
Yes.
Okay. We always do a Christmas Eve service. We never do a midnight.
Yeah. So usually, like I said, we travel to Pennsylvania for Christmas Eve, and we don't get there, or we don't go there till like 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, most likely. So usually we'll hit like the 3 or 4 o'clock mass, and then leave right from there to my aunt and uncle's place in Pennsylvania. So yeah, that's our one church go every year. We're those people. We're those Catholics. We are those Catholics.
Also, I got really distracted because I have one curl of my hair that is like perfectly like encircling my snowball.
So satisfying.
It's actually very satisfying. All right, now that's all you're gonna see too.
Awesome. I hope it's in the frame when I.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. Yeah. But like, oh my god,
I might even make a cut to you there, honestly, if you're not, because that's
zoom into it.
Yeah, let me just digital zoom that right in there.
Oh yes.
Pretty, ain't she?
I try, especially with my Santa hat. My elf hat. Actually, it's an elf hat. I'm a
it's gonna make con. A really bad
not a real
Santa.
Santa.
The Santa hat stays on. She's searching hard for these questions.
I know. It like skipped down to the bottom. I'm gonna try to find them again. What family tradition do you want to pass down to our children?
So this is the 3rd episode in a row. What are you doing?
I actually this week was like, okay, I'm gonna turn it off. Yeah, no.
So there's a couple things. So there's first of all, I like the whole family get together for decorating tree aspect. My family also gets together here and does cookies. We'll do like a whole cookie. Do a whole cookie day. I usually don't take part because I suck at baking and cooking, so I don't take part in that. But I will be the big old taste tester. But I even that job kind of got slashed from me because of my celiac diagnosis.
Because he's celiac.
So, besides that, like, I like the big Christmas Eve, like that. That's always like, first of all, I get to see family I don't get to see very often anyway, and it's always such a party. Like what's the type of raffle called that like you put the gifts in the center, people grab it, like
like a white elephant.
Yeah, white elephant. That's it. And it's like we do a white elephant every year, right, with a theme and everything, and it is utter chaos every single time because literally we have a commissioner every year. It gets changed, and it's always funny because then it's like, okay, do we know what the rules are? And it's a whole 20-minute debate about what the rules are. It's like half joking. because there's drinks involved, and at that point, that saying is just synonymous with that whole celebration. So like it's just that to me is always funny. Although, I don't know if that's what we'll end up doing for Christmas, but it's something I would have loved to have my kid experience, because I look forward to Christmas Eve every year for that exact reason. It's just so funny. Um, I'll say a weird one though. So every year, you may or may not know, so the a new toy truck comes out every single
Yep.
year. Every
Yep.
single year. My grandfather
My
gets
dad
them.
did those.
Yeah, my grandfather, since '97 when I was born, has gotten me the Hesh truck every single year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
You
they're
should tell
all.
my dad that.
Yeah, I have them all. I have them all. They're all, and he'll get one for my
Oh.
aunt too, his daughter, and they're all in my back room in my sunroom in my house, up on top of the shelf. So we have them all. I get it every year. I definitely don't tend to them as much as I should or anything, but they're always so cool, and they're awesome collectibles. I keep most of the
Mhm.
boxes too, so it's just something that is just so synonymous with opening presents on Christmas for me that
Mhm.
if the Hess thing continues, and I don't see it ending anytime soon, hopefully not.
Right.
That would be something I would love, like either he continues doing with my children or I start with my children type thing, or
Right.
something like that. It's something that happens every year that is just, I always just, I know what it is as soon as I grab the box. Like as soon as I grab the box, like that's wrapped up, I know exactly what it is. I can just tell what it is, and it's like, here it is. And it's awesome just seeing what it is. You see the commercials ahead of time for it. They play all the time here on, where we're at. So that's something I definitely would love to see passed on. That simple gift.
Okay.
Yeah. So what about you?
We read the nativity story before we open presents.
Of course. Should have guessed it.
Oh, I think it's sweet.
No, I like it. I like it. I'm teasing.
And then I think we always pray before we do it. And then I don't know. We also, I don't know if this is a tradition. We've kind of made it more of a thing where we always watch, or not always. We've been watching Muppets Christmas Carol before on Christmas Eve, because there is a song that is "There's Only One More Sleep Till Christmas."
Yeah.
So, and I don't know if this is a question, but I do want to, in our heads, to talk about favorite Christmas movies. But
Oh yeah.
and then when we open presents, it's not a free for all. We take turns from youngest to oldest. Because we want to. Dad usually has no idea what he got any of us, which I think is the stereotypical dad thing. But it's just that we want to take turns. We want to see what everyone does, and plus it kind of prolongs it. It's not just so much time and money and effort was put into wrapping and purchasing these gifts. When everyone is just kind of wah! It's just kind of I feel like it kind of destroys that family togetherness type thing.
Well, so the opposite of that for us was that it's a free for all for us, but it hasn't been done in the past few years. But for most of my life, it would be a free for all. But my mom would set up a video camera on a tripod and would not let us open presents until she had that set up, and just wide shot the room and just videotape it all. And she definitely has those videos still. That's her archive, and that's her experiencing and saving those Christmases for future generations. I'm actually in the process of converting a lot of tapes for my cousin right now, like a bunch of old family tapes, and you can tell where my mom got the idea from. So it's so it's a free for all, but it was always fun for us the way we kind of go about it, because it would be like I open a gift, oh my god, thank you. Then my sister would probably be like, oh my god, thank you, and over and over and be overly excited and go up to mom and dad with the present and hold it out, and then my mom has to get a picture of every single one of us with the present. So there's definitely still the family element. It's just more chaotic on our end of things.
Oh my! But Christmas movie. Give me 3.
All right. All right.
I know mine. If you don't know yours.
People are gonna hate my list. You ready for this?
If you say Die Hard.
No, I like Die Hard, and I do think it's a Christmas movie, but no, it's not going to be on my list because that's usually not in the rotation for us. So I would say Home Alone 2. I
Okay.
I liked 2 a lot better than I liked 1,
Is
which
two
I
the one
think
where
is a
he's
hot
in New
take.
York?
Yes, Home Alone 2 is lost in New
Okay.
York, and Home Alone just literally were the one where he gets left at the house. I
Hmm.
don't know why. I think it's because I saw it first.
Okay.
So,
All right. So that's one.
and then again, this is gonna get slammed.
Say it. Just do it.
The Jim Carrey version of The Grinch.
Okay. That. Okay. I didn't watch that till last year. That has some amazing lines in it.
And that's the thing is it people hate on it so much, but and here's the thing: I've seen that more than the original animated version of it, and I probably have some bias just because that's what I grew up with. I watch that every year, every single
Kate
year.
legit just sent me a TikTok this morning of a girl in a cringe costume doing the whole like, ooh, ah, ooh. That's it. I'm not going.
Yeah,
She's like, this is you.
yeah,
This is you. Too. And I
yeah,
think because the girl had like even like curly brown hair like piled up on top of her head, the Kate was like, this is just
yeah. Kate's her
you.
former roommate, by the way. Just for
Yeah, yeah.
context. And then I had to get a third.
Third, yeah.
I don't know why I draw a
One
blank.
more.
I'm not gonna call it this. So this isn't a movie per se. But
What?
the Peanuts Charlie Brown Christmas is always in the
No!
rotation. Fana hates the
No!
Peanuts so much, but I think the Christmas episode is
Ah!
really good. I thoroughly enjoy it.
I'm glad,
So
honey.
I'll count that.
So,
Or are these your better ones?
yes, by
Uh-huh.
far. Okay. This is one no one really knows of. Scrooge, which is a musical, and it's an old one,
Yeah.
but we watch it every year and it's long.
Yeah.
But it's called Scrooge. It has some really, really amazing songs in it. I is Albert Finney Scrooge?
I forget, honestly.
Um, I do very much like Muppets Christmas Carol.
I think I watched it once, like a long time ago.
And then Klaus. Klaus that came out on Netflix last year. I adored
It's a
it.
wonderful movie.
It's a
Wonderful movie.
beautiful movie. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous.
Oh,
It's
it
so
was
gorgeous.
amazing film. I'm so glad you showed me that. It's really really good. I'm gonna
We
get my
we will
mom to
be
watch
watching
it.
that.
Yeah,
We're
well,
gonna be
I'm
watching
trying to get
that
my mom
this
to
year.
watch it too. I'm like, you gotta watch this. Like, it's
No,
because you somehow didn't catch it last year. I would like
I
to
don't
also
care
give a
about
special.
Rita. You have to watch
I
it
know.
with me.
I would like to also give a special shout out to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation,
That one's good.
which is a movie that
Also,
is quoted year round in this house.
Christmas and the Cranks is one for me, even though I'm not like it's not my cup of tea at all, but I'm like the only one in my family who even remotely likes it.
No,
I,
we watch
I
it. We
enjoy
watch it
it.
here too. We watch it here too. You know what? I don't watch Miracle on 34th
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
or Christmas Story as much as many others do. Like on Christmas Eve, it's 24 hours. It's on for 24 hours on TBS all the time.
Hot take, I don't like A Christmas Story.
Really?
Yeah, that's the one with the leg lamp, right?
Yeah, and
Like it's
Future
okay.
Night
I just don't. Yeah, I like the little boy, like the grown man narrative for the little boy is the best part.
I don't know. I think it's a fun. I don't know. My whole favorite sequence in that movie though is the oh fudge, and for some
But I
reason,
didn't say fudge.
right?
Yeah.
And then that ensues. But then for some reason, when they cut from the car, when the mom's like losing her mind, to just the close up of the soap bar in his mouth, I lose it. It cracks me up for no discernible reason whatsoever. But like Miracle on 34th is like a beautiful movie. I just don't watch it enough.
I've never
Never in
seen
the
it.
rotation. It's so good. That's one of our friend John's favorites. He watches that every year.
Right. Okay. Controversy. Holiday Inn. Very good movie. Has a horrific racist scene in it. They do blackface in one of the scenes, which is
I don't even think
absolutely not condoning that at all whatsoever. No, not good. Other than that scene,
right?
It's old, yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's a very good movie.
Oh yeah, it's Bing Crosby.
Yes.
I've never seen Holiday Inn, honestly.
It really did not need that one scene. But
There's a lot of movies you could put in that same spectrum from that era.
yeah, you know.
There's a oof.
What does your family usually eat for Christmas dinner?
Ham.
We don't have a Christmas dinner.
No?
We have like hors d'oeuvre, like finger food all day.
Nah, we do a whole breakfast, like,
Mm-hmm.
cooked up eggs, sausage, the whole nine, right? Family comes over for that right after the presents, and then everybody goes, showers, gets dressed, and then the drinking and Christmas movies and everything else begins, and we usually have ham. So, which I'm all for.
Yeah.
Love ham.
I want more like a honey cut or spiral ham. Like, I wish it was more socially acceptable to eat it year round because I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And not that it's not, it's just that you never see it around.
No, I mean, that's been that way for years. So, yep. What else you got?
When was the last time you built a snowman?
Oof. Has to be over 10 years. Has to.
What?
Oh,
You're such a Scrooge. Oh my gosh.
Well,
you have younger siblings too.
If I'm not out there in the snow, I'm usually shoveling anyway. That's kind of a lie. That's kind of a lie. Well, we actually we would build them, but we wouldn't do it in the best of ways a lot of the time. And we don't. A lot of the snow, I feel like, especially recently, hasn't been the best packing type snow.
That's true. Okay.
So even when we get snow, it's no guarantee that we're actually able to get out there and build a snowman. What we actually used to do was we would go out. We have a county park rec area that sits on this massive grass hill, and if it snows, it's sledding time over there. That's where we would go.
We have one with a football field near the middle school, and if it ices over, you go all the way across the football field.
There was also they would stack mulch on one side. Now, well, that's the thing. So it would be like a good 4-foot mound of it, right? So it would get covered in snow. They don't do that on purpose. They just that's other maintenance they're doing, and they leave it there, but it gets covered in snow. So I'm like, ramp. So I just take my sled, and I've definitely taken some wipeouts off that mound.
My grandmother had like a little hill, like enough that we could sled, but when it was icy, she lived on a property with a bunch of woods, and she lived on a property where the creek was right there with a major, like 6-7 foot drop off to the creek. And sometimes we got a little close to that creek drop off, which usually was my mom screaming in the background, like, the creek!
We don't skate on any frozen lakes or anything around here because my dad almost he fell into one, and it's good that he's still here. He was very young.
You can't be like Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians. You can't have any of that happening.
Nope. So my mom hates the idea of it even happening. So because I've always loved the idea of like going out and playing like pond hockey on like a frozen lake. We have a really small one just because I'm a big hockey fan. But truthfully, it's not a great idea around here.
No, it doesn't get that cold.
Nah,
like, it gets cold.
If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna go up north to Canada or something like that and go do it.
Yeah.
Like where you can actually do it with little to no issue.
Okay, snowmen. I'm usually the one who starts the snowman. We were a big like let's make an igloo type family.
Nah, we never did that. Snowball fights were our deal.
It wasn't
So?
But we had a bigger dog that used to eat carrots out of the snowman, so we used to use sidewalk chalk as the nose and the eyes and stuff.
Did you chisel it like the to point the nose a little bit, or just kind of?
No, you just shove it in.
Just shove it in.
So the snowman that has always been part of my heart was we have in our kitchen / dining room, we have these giant windows, which has a deck that like is on the back porch. And my dad and my little brother and I made the biggest snowman known to mankind and put him in the window, knowing that my mom was shopping all day. Well, we just We left all the lights off. So when she walked in the door and turned the lights, there's just a giant looming snowman in the window. She screamed. It was great. It was fantastic. Job well done. Um,
Ah.
Also, not my mother, this is more my dad.
Yeah.
My grandmother had this antique plastic snowman. It was called like a blow mold snowman. It's the most terrifying thing in the world. It glows. When my grandmother died, we somehow kept this Frosty. And I hate this thing. And right now he's living in my backyard. And then 2 houses down from me, I'm driving, and I see that they have the exact same Frosty. And I was like, oh, thank God we gave them the Frosty. No, it's the same Frosty. We both have the same Frosty. It's awful.
You have
I
so many things named
it.
Frosty that you really despise.
I know. We also have a bunny named Frosty. Actually, the snowman Frosty and the bunny Frosty are living right next to each other, and I get a sense of joy out of the light bulb Frosty is probably keeping bunny Frosty awake at night because it's very bright.
Yeah.
But yes, I hate this Frosty, and that's how I feel about snowmen.
I like Frosty the Snowman in the movie, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's cute.
She hates just everything cheerful.
I hate
swear.
everything.
Yeah.
I hate everything. I skipped over the question that was like, are you a Grinch?
I like how she's trying to out me for a lot of my weird Christmas habits, yet refuses to acknowledge her own.
Mm-hmm.
She's saving face. Don't get fooled, people.
I have a question that will be like the last question. Do you want to do 1 or 2 more before that?
Yeah, we can probably fit. Yeah, we can do 2 more. That's fine.
Okay.
We're okay on time.
Mm-hmm. Have you built a gingerbread house before?
Yes. I don't remember exactly when, but yes, I've done it at one point or another. I can't remember if it was good or not. I'm sure there's a videotape or a picture somewhere that will show my probably monstrosity. I did it in school a couple times too, like way
Do you
when I
eat
was
them
younger.
afterwards?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Because they're nasty. They're like sitting out freeze dried for like a month.
Yeah, this is one of those things, like, I know we did it. I don't remember when, and I don't remember the exact process of doing it. I just know that we did it, and it was quite a bit ago. Like, it wasn't recently at all. So yeah, sorry. I know it's not a lot of information for that question.
No, that's fine. Top 1 to 3 Christmas songs.
Ooh, okay. So
I can only think of 2 off the top of my head.
So I, for whatever reason, ever since I was young, I always attached to Feliz Navidad. I think it was just because I just think I liked singing it a lot. It's a great song. Don't guess copyright, I'll kill you. So no, but I don't know, for whatever reason, that's like every time it comes on, like my mom's like, oh, Bobby, listen, and turn up the radio kind of thing. I have to, the one that I always look forward to listening to is Christmas Sarajevo from the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I mean, that really,
like Carol of the Bells.
Yeah, well, it's the titles that really like long one is like Christmas Sarajevo, Jingle the Bells, something like that.
Well, the one that's like dun, 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 dun,
yeah, that's
dun,
Christmas
dun,
Sarajevo
dun,
is
dun.
technically what I think it's called, but yeah, it's Carol the Bells. So yeah, and then
but it has to be by a Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yes, when that comes on, I'm all about it. Like I've listened to that outside of Christmas. I just think it's a really good musical piece. Like, just I want to see them at one of their holiday shows at some point. I've seen
Kate has gone.
Yeah, I have a friend who went and showed me videos, and the secret I got told was if we go, we have to get seats that are further back because it's a massive light production, like, and it's beautiful. So one day that's something you and me gotta hit. Yes. I think. And then third, hold on, like for whatever reason I immediately draw blanks whenever whenever we talk. I think I can't think of the title. It's a pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that chooses the wish of Barney and Ben. Dazzle will talk and we'll go for a walk. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Duh. What am I doing? I had to sing it. I like that song a lot. Like, I don't know why. I think I think part of that became
a particular cover that you like the most.
I don't know a lot of the artists. I'll be honest. like there's like a main one that usually plays. I wish I knew
Yeah.
who the name was. It's gonna be so stupid because someone's gonna point it out, and I'm gonna feel so stupid for not knowing because it's probably somebody big. But like I cannot remember. There's one version that's like the version that gets played
Yes.
most
Yes.
often. It's a male singer, and I can't remember.
Hmm.
I'm gonna get flamed for this, but yeah, I
It
like
might be Bing
that.
Crosby.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's not Bing Cosby, I know it's not Elvis. And then yeah, I mean, there's a lot of songs that I really get into. I never look forward to hearing Mariah Carey at really any point in time. I'm sorry. Like it's fine and it's dandy and all, and she makes millions every single time Christmas comes around. But
Johnny
like,
Mathis, is that who does it? Oh wait, there
there's
is a Bing Crosby version.
yeah,
Okay.
it's probably Bing Crosby because I like Bing Crosby. So
And then Michael Bublé also does one.
I
I would listen to his Crosby. All right.
what's your three? What's your three?
I very much like the Carol of the Bells. I like Mary Did You Know.
Great song. That's a great song.
And
too.
then a very obscure one that I really enjoy is Silver and Gold from Rudolph.
Oh, absolutely adore that song.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
The Rankin Bass.
Yep.
Absolutely. It's just it's so simple.
Yep.
It's short. It gets me every time.
I absolutely adore
I just
that song.
love that song.
Yep.
Love it.
Oh, absolutely adore it. Yep. No, that definitely replaced like if I had to, switch between like it's beginning to look like Christmas and that, like obviously, that would be up there too. I love Silver and Gold. I like the rendition just in watching Rudolph. Like I just it's awesome.
Right. Well, and that's I've never heard anyone really even cover it. I only know like whoever the gentleman who played the snowman was in that.
It's funny. So my dad was watching some movie or playing some song that he showed me, and he was like, who is that? And it took us all a minute to figure out who it was, but I'm like,
it's
the
snowman, yeah.
Snowman. I forget what it was. I'll have to ask him. But like, yeah, he was showing us that recently, and we picked up. It took us a minute to pick up the voice, but I got it. I'm like,
well, yeah. And we always watch the Rankin Bass movies.
It's usually not on our rotation. We watch stuff. We watch all the silly stuff. Like we watch Rudolph, we watch Frosty, National Lampoons, The Grinch. Like watch all the kind of sillier stuff, and then the Peanuts thing is in there.
You don't watch like Heat Miser and Cold Miser and
it'll play, like it'll be on, but like it's never like a hey guys, look what's on, let's all gather around and watch it type thing. Like,
okay.
Like on in the background. I like the Heat Miser and movie. Like he's one of my favorite characters in any Christmas movie ever. He's just his whole song is stuck in my head every Christmas. So
well, and then there's that's The Year Without a Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And then there's one that's like it's like the origin story of Santa Claus, where
isn't it just called like Saint Nick or something? I thought.
No, because it has the Winter Warlock in it, and I cannot remember what it's called, but
so
it's like The Adventures of Santa Claus or something.
Yeah. Oh wait, real quick, I was gonna say, so like you were gonna yell at me because you thought I was gonna say Die Hard. So are you one who believes that Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not a Christmas movie?
I've never seen it, so honestly, I don't have an opinion. Really? I've never seen it, so I don't have an opinion. I just hate that it's the fight that I see online every single year.
Here's one. Here's another one for you. What would you consider Nightmare Before Christmas? Because this has been an ongoing fight in my house.
It's a Christmas movie because he's trying to overtake Christmas.
Thank you.
Yeah, because Halloween doesn't actually happen. It's like the day after Halloween. Halloween doesn't even happen during the movie.
My dad is hellbent that it is a Halloween movie.
Okay. Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and Wardrobe. Is it a Christmas movie?
It can be a Christmas movie.
Santa Claus is in it.
Yeah.
Santa Claus gives gifts to kids.
I'll be honest though, I think I've had one viewing of that movie a very long time ago.
It's a very good movie.
Yeah, like so I don't know enough about it.
But because I remember one year I did Mr. Tumnus and people were like, that's not a Christmas movie. I was like, because they're like, it's just winter. That's like, that doesn't make it a Christmas movie. It's like, but Santa Claus literally he's the one who gives the kids the weapons. Santa Claus gives them the stuff. Like, it's a Christmas movie. I don't care.
Yeah.
But
you should see Die Hard. I know you're not a big action movie buff, but I mean, you get to see Alan Rickman, who is just awesome in it. So, it's a fun film. I really like Die Hard.
But
our buddy Will watches Die Hard every single year.
I know he does. Yeah.
Every single year. Just to make a point. He makes a point about it every single time. So and he's like, Die Hard's a Christmas movie, and guess what I'm watching on Christmas? Die Hard.
It's like, good for you.
Yeah.
My mom's favorite Christmas movie is Elf, and it's cute. I just can't watch it every year.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. I do like Elf. I think it's one of those movies where I have to be like kind of in the mood for it, though.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Like, but are you ready for our last question?
Yeah. You said they're a good one, right?
Are you excited to spend the holidays with me?
As much as we can, obviously. I mean, we're in a situation where it's not till after New Year's, but
when we celebrate the holidays, are you excited?
Right. Oh yeah, of course. So then I'll be very excited to celebrate every other holiday and once we start building our life together. You know what I mean? Like that's I'm very looking forward to that. I'll be honest here on the show where it's going to be weird for me to possibly leave some traditions from my family behind when you and me start building our lives together. But I think both of us are going to make that sacrifice in some way, shape, or form. It's right. So weird. And Christmas is the holiday for this family that we really, really, really get together for. So not
you really get together for every holiday.
That's true.
And every weekend.
Christmas is always the highlight because we get to see all of the family at different points in time. Like it's always Christmas. So not that I'm like not going to go back with my family on Christmas, just that, there's obviously going to have to be some kind of give or take once we start kind of building our own traditions together as our relationship continues to ever expand and continue. So, but yes, I'm very excited for it. I'm excited for what we're going to be able to build, and I'm excited for what we're going to be able to keep all at the same time. So I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for New Year's this year. It sucks we don't get to go to that hotel and like the gala that we go to.
Yeah, Bobby and I are kind of celebrating Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and our 3-year anniversary all in one weekend. So, woo! It's going to be a very good weekend.
Yep. This is what happens when COVID. But yeah.
I took off work for you.
Yeah, I should feel important or something. I work freelance, so I can take off whenever I want.
You're a jerk. I love you, but you're a jerk.
I love you too, honey.
On that happy festive note, thanks so much for watching or listening. And we are officially on all of the various links. We even have a Facebook. We have, I think all the links down below are actually
Twitter,
filled out.
Instagram, Facebook. So those are our 3 social platforms. And obviously here this YouTube channel for the video versions. And the audio versions are on Spotify, Google, and drumroll please. We're finally on Apple. Okay.
Woo!
Let me just clarify really quickly. So Apple Podcasts, the platform for like in which you submit the podcast sucks, and that first of all they have a much bigger approval process than any other of the like Google or Spotify platforms does, which is interesting considering where Spotify is going right now with like exclusive podcasts and such. Anyway, so and here's the thing, they send you an email being like, hey, yeah, it's up for review, we're taking a look at it, see if it's good for our platform and this, that, and the other thing, but then they don't tell you when it goes up. Like they don't confirm it. So like I waited like 2 or 3 weeks because that's how long it took for a previous podcast I did. And they never sent me an email confirming this. So I'm just like, okay, I got to go check. And I checked. I'm like, oh, we've been up for like a week. And I didn't know.
Hey, Bobby, we don't admit defeat like this. We don't need to let them know our failure.
It's not even a failure. I want to complain where I need to. That's all.
We are officially everywhere. So I want to see everyone subscribe to everything.
And if you have, by the way, because I know there's a lot of people who have really specific like podcasting platforms that are not like the main 3. If you have one, feel free to comment. I will look into it.
Yes.
I wanted to get those 3 done first, and I'm not using an auto distribution like I've done in the past. So if you have one you like to hear, I know Pocket Cast, Stitcher are a couple of the popular ones. If you have one of those, if I see enough interest or see even a couple people want it, I'll do my best to get it up there. No promises, but I'll look into it. But as always, the video version is always going to remain right here on YouTube, so that's not going to change.
Yes. So, please interact. Let us know if you have any answers to questions here. Let us know if you think we're crazy. We are. You won't tell us anything we don't already know about that part.
You know what? Here, I'll pose a question. What are some of the more crazy Christmas traditions that some of you have? Like, what's something you think that no other family or people do. Like, I want to hear something cool. I want to hear something different because you hear all the typical ones, but I want to hear something different. So if you got one of those, leave
we'll
a comment.
incorporate them into our Christmases in the future.
Yeah, honestly, you know what? Yeah, this is just me just trying to steal stuff for our future Christmases, just so I look
so we
cool
don't have to come it up
for my future wife. So,
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and thanks so much for listening. Bye, guys.
We'll see you in 2021.
Woo!